All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we're not going to do a podcast like we did the other day. No, 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 no. I'm here. I'm back. I'm not going to fool anybody no more. So I just want to come out here again today as a team. Um, so Inclusion Pro Wrestling has hit its downs, but there are days where you get your ups. And today, ladies and gentlemen, was an up day. That's right. We actually had an up day. And we would like to come out with a few announcements. First and foremost, I'm going to start with at our May 4th show, we are going to give away, raffling off 2 baskets. Tickets are $1 a piece. You can get 6 for $5 or 15 for $10. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these raffle baskets, they're pretty high quality for our diehard fans and, for maybe our first time fans. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 gift baskets full of IPW merchandise. But that's not all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first 2 prototypes of IPW sweatshirts. That's right. Our first 2 IPW sweatshirts are included in this basket, or these baskets. So, that's a lot to digest.
Well, hold on. You forgot one small part. Everybody that buys a ticket to the May 4th show will be given a raffle ticket.
As always, the crippled, egotistical Messiah has to put in his 2 cents.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you out, man.
So, let's just talk about that first little item for a minute. Thoughts?
I'm over the moon excited. I think the fans have told us how excited they are about the IPW merchandise, and thank you to our partners that are making those. You guys are doing an awesome job. So to be able to give one lucky fan,
2 lucky fans.
2 lucky fans, gift baskets full of that is an amazing step forward, and I can't wait to do it.
Oh, Principal?
Pat, I was gonna say, Pat, your thoughts?
I think it's amazing that we've came so far.
And I'm sorry, Pat, but employees of Inclusion Pro Wrestling are disqualified from buying raffle tickets for them.
Well, I kind of figured that.
Okay, one other thing that I need to stress on this are these gift baskets will be drawn at the conclusion of the main event that evening, and you need to be present to win. So if you get a raffle ticket and you want to win the gift baskets, you need to be at the church through the entire show to be present to win the gift baskets. Before we get into our next bit of news, we're going to announce some changes. And this one I'm kind of excited for, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a brand new, and I do mean brand new, commentary team. For the first time ever in Inclusion Pro Wrestling history, the Crippled Messiah, yes, fans, we've heard you, and we know he sounds like paint drying, so we removed him from commentary. And also, Principal Tap has voluntarily stepped away from the broadcast booth to take a bigger position inside the company.
Oh, he gets a bigger position, and I sound like paid drag.
So I am proud to announce the new commentary team of Dakota Haynes, Ryan Black, and Mr. R.P.G. Morgan. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is our new announce team. Thoughts on that?
I have some interesting feelings about that. I'm very happy for the pizza guy, Ryan Black. That's how you can find him on Facebook. And also for RPG Morgan and for Dakota. You guys are going to kill it. And just know that the principal and I are moving up to do bigger things that are going to help inclusion get to the next level.
And I couldn't have said it any better than that.
Okay, so that's the first little bit of new breaking news. Second bit of breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, Inclusion Pro Wrestling has been bought. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to tell you. It was co-bought. Messiah and I still own the company, but we brought in an exciting partnership. Who are the investors? We don't even know because they want to stay anonymous. Let that sink in. Wait for it. Wow, I quit and nobody comes on the screen for love for that. Wow.
Wow.
What?
So my thoughts on that are this. I am incredibly excited. I said in the last announcement that inclusion is going to be doing bigger and better things. And I think with this new partnership with these mystery investors, we're going to go to the moon. And for somebody that, like Tony said, has had a dream of doing this for many, many years, it means more than I can even convey to you guys that people believe in us this much. It's a little nerve-wracking that we don't know who they are, but you know what? You got to roll with the dice sometimes. Pat, your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's going to be a great partnership.
Okay, so moving on. Thanks to our new investors, ladies and gentlemen, some of our talent and some of our, especially one of our really good talents in our new GM, Mr. Dodge may not like this, but because of our new investors, I am proud to say that Inclusion Pro Wrestling is going to the Squirrels. That's right. In August, Inclusion Pro Wrestling will be at a booth. No, we won't be doing a show at Squirrel Fest, but we will have a booth with information on Inclusion Pro Wrestling and our upcoming shows at Squirrel Fest. When is that? You'll have to tune in May 4th at our show for that announcement.
And no, Dodge, there will be no pandas.
Okay. Next bit of business, our merchandise partner, Stephen Munger, has graciously agreed over the next 2 weeks, to give away family 4-packs of tickets. All you got to do is find him. So it's kind of like a Where's Waldo, but it's Where is Steven? He will be somewhere in the Cowlitz County area. You find him, you say his catchphrase, and bada bing, bada boom, you get 4 tickets to the Inclusion Pro Wrestling May 4th show. And he will be doing that twice, so watch on the Inclusion Pro Wrestling page, his personal Facebook page, and we can post it on the Inclusion Matters podcast page for everybody to find Where's Steven. That's right. When you find him and say his magic catchphrase, you get a family 4-pass of tickets. I also understand that we will have talent, or maybe even Steven walking the 4th of July parade, handing out flyers and possible tickets to our August show. And the Cowlitz County Fair, again, handing out flyers and possible tickets to our August show. That concludes all of the announcements for Inclusion Pro Wrestling, but we're going to stay on a little bit longer because we're going to let you fans digest everything that has just been said. We're going to let Nathan do a little bit of stuff, and then we're going to talk about our beautiful May 4th card, because I promised you guys we would reveal the card tonight as well. And without further ado, if there are nothing from the panel, we'll talk Inclusion Pro Wrestling Galactic Warfare.
Sounds good to me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you a main event style match right out of the gate. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. You get the 5-on-5 elimination tag match right out of the chute. Galactic Warfare. That is 2 teams of 5. Good side versus evil side. Star Wars twist. Don't forget to buy your raffle tickets at the show. During these matches. Don't forget to buy your merchandise also at the show. But the Galactic Warfare match will consist of Team Good or Team Light side. I sure wish we had our assistant on here when we do this, because they make it really fun. We have SMW members, PJ Freak, SP8, Brian Brooks, and this new mystery this new mystery competitor, Dark Horse.
Actually, it's the Dark Horse.
And we will have the 5th combatant of that side, the All-American Thoroughbred, Rip Rex.
If he makes the right decision.
That's right. It was offered to him, and we will see if he makes the right decision. And now their opponents, the Rex Gang Disciples. That team consists of Randy Zellers, a chef who I swear to God is Chef Boyardee, Cyrus Wilson, Louise, and Scorpio. So who's going to win that match? I don't even know.
Quick question. Is SMW being managed by anybody?
SMW will be managed by the egotistical, pig-headed, paint-drying, crippled Messiah.
Damn right they will.
Match 2 is for that Cowlitz County Championship. And I don't know why the booking team gave this man another rematch. I mean, all he does is run away from Lance. But we've got JD Grunge against Lance Dean again. I mean, I don't know why this man deserves another rematch.
Well, if you listen to JD, he is from Cowlitz County. So, I mean, at least he's got that.
But still, I mean, if you want the championship so bad, maybe you should stay in the ring long enough to try to win it.
Well, he did last time. It was because of Gentleman Georgia got disqualified.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, match 3 is a tag team match with the Filthy White Boys, better known as TKO Cody Smith, and that masked man, who's probably one of the greatest wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest. Beat him if he can, Grappler 4. And their opponents are a brand new tag team, but not new to Inclusion, but a brand new tag team in Inclusion, managed by one of the best managers of all time in the independent circuit, Mr. DL Stryker. I'm really looking forward to what DL can do with these guys. But let me introduce you to the American Heroes, the Military Mafia, or whatever we're going to call them, Kylan Rowan and Charlie Bravo.
That's gonna be a great match, but I see how it goes. You give DL Stryker top billing without having to be reminded. But when it comes to the crippled Messiah, I had to remind you to give me my props in that first match. All right, I'm starting to see how this is gonna go, Heartbreaker.
All right, match 4. That's right. And there may be a surprise in this match, because remember, a card is subject to change at any time. Right now, as the match stands, it is CJ Edwards and his opponent, for the first time in Inclusion Pro Wrestling, TNT Tyson Lee. But let me skip back just a minute before we go into the last 2 matches. After the tag match, we're going to go into a 20-minute intermission. At that intermission, I need everybody in their Star Wars outfits to come be recognized, because it's a Star Wars themed costume contest. But please also, during that time, ladies and gentlemen, get up, go to the merchandise stand, go visit your favorite wrestler. But also remember, it's a costume contest, so the winner will be picked during the intermission.
Excited about that. And if you guys are wondering what Tap's doing in the bottom, he must be doing more research for this new role that him and I are be taking up.
So everybody's asking, what's the prize to the winners of the costume contest? Well, I'm glad everybody's been asking, because I can now officially announce there's going to be not 1, but 2 sets of winners. That's right, 2 sets of winners. And each winner gets 2 tickets to the August 3rd show, Inclusion Mania, our biggest show in Inclusion Pro Wrestling history. It is a mega show, special start time, and it's an outdoor show. But where's it going to be? Again, you'll have to be there on May the 4th. to find out where. Now, let's move on to the final two matches of the card. Match 5 is Mr. JB Moonshine, and maybe he'll bring Pa Moonshine, and maybe not, versus our inclusion heavyweight champion, Miss Sunny Days. Now, JB hasn't really had an opportunity in Inclusion Pro Wrestling, but we're going to give him one. Your title is not on the line, Miss Sunny, but if JB can beat you, it's a championship it's a championship qualifier match.
And he might not bring Pops moonshine, but you better believe he's gonna bring that moonshine jug. Has anybody ever figured out what's in that thing? Because it kind of gives him some extra strength.
And the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably one of the biggest matches on our card. He is the Evergreen Champion and is for his Evergreen Championship. The challenger is JMO. And JMO's opponent is the current reigning defending Evergreen Champion, being escorted out by the lovely spoiled princess, Andrew Michelson.
I would say that that's probably going to be one of the best matches that Inclusion's ever seen. But I also have it on good authority. There might be a very special ring introduction for that match.
So, fans, we've heard you. We've listened. We've brought you.
So, Pat, while Tony's taking care of some Inclusion business, what's your thoughts on this card? You've been quiet doing your research down there.
My thoughts on the card is going to be out of this galaxy. One heck of a show. And I encourage everyone to come and watch if they want to enter that raffle.
So, what's one match that the Heartbreaker mentioned that kind of stood out to you?
I'm actually going to be keeping a close watch on the first match to make sure the managers don't pull any stunts.
I can't talk for the other manager that's going to be on the other side. But all I can say about myself is you never know what's coming from SMW.
Well, I trust, I know both the managers pretty personally. And ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't trust a crippled Messiah. I think he's gonna do some low down, dirty, rotten tricks.
I might have a few surprises up my sleeve.
He already thinks he owns the world. He already thinks he's better than everybody. He already thinks he's got the big head. So, I would watch out for the crippled Messiah. I really, truly would.
Like I said, I've got a few ideas. To steal a line from Big Money Dodge, I have some big money ideas.
So, moving forward, if you need to get that step away. or see who it is at least.
I know who it is.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry about it. Then. Okay. As far as anything else, I believe we'll just leave everything else a mystery. But before we sign off, we're going to announce Inclusion Pro Wrestling Nick's show after the 4th of May is August 3rd at a location to be named later at the show. And then our 1 year anniversary fans, that's right, our 1 year anniversary show will be back at the Friends of Rose Valley Church, who's graciously accepted to give us a permanent home on November 23rd, our 1 year anniversary and Cowlitz River Rumble 2. So that concludes all my announcements, boys.
All I can say is I'm very excited about this match or this card, and for the Galactic Warfare match, Rex Gang Disciples, you better watch your back, because not quite sure who's gonna win that match, but I know by the end of that match, people will truly know who and what SMW truly is.
I'll just say it one more time. For those who wants to come and have a good watch a good show and enter the raffle, come to the galaxy far, far away.
But again, before we take off, one more time, 2 gift baskets have to be present to win after the main event, May 4th. These gift baskets are huge, full of IPW merchandise, and our very first 2 ever made Inclusion Pro Wrestling hoodies. That's right. The first 2 ever made are going in that gift basket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to get a hoodie, you can pre-order them May the 4th.
And I would, if I were you, I would pre-order them, because I guarantee you they're gonna go fast.
And I also guarantee you they're going to be out of this world. No pun intended.
I saw where you were. Excuse me.
But okay, so that is it. Remember, next week and the week of the show, Stephen Munger will be giving out family 4 passes. That is, if you can find him. And just what's that mystery tagline you have to say to him? You'll find out next week when Stephen goes on and tells you exactly what okay,
Exactly, Steven. Who knows?
I guess it could be anybody. But we will have Family 4 passes the next 2 weeks. Stay tuned for information on that. See everybody May the 4th. And join us next week for Johnny Divine, a.k.a. Johnny Faith, on Thursday night. And we might pop on and talk some CPW and Inclusion Pro Wrestling later this next week as well. So until next time, from our galaxy to yours, I hope you fly far, far away and you join us May the 4th so we can be with you. Go ahead, Messiah.
Thank you very much, everybody.